Welcome, Admirals, to Ray Rivers Gaming. In this video, I'm going to give a sailing tutorial. Okay, a basic sailing tutorial. Now, the tutorials are pretty good in this, but I see when I watch some videos, when I've seen some reviews, seen some gamers playing, I see that they're really not understanding what's going on here. So let's hold here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a look at the ship. Okay, and you're going to see this thing here, and it's going to be explained to you very quickly. For example, I saw one reviewer. He's in there fighting a battle, and he doesn't even know what this stuff here means. Okay, he doesn't know what that means. Okay, that will be explained. So he obviously didn't do the tutorial. How can you do a review and you don't do the tutorials, hombre? Okay, so anyway, what we're going to be focused on is how you maneuver your ship, okay? And how the ship, how these colors and so forth, well, how it makes a big difference on how you sail your ship. Okay, I mean, this is what it's all about. It's all about sailing your ship, man. All right, so first of all, okay, we get right behind our ship here. Okay, we're right behind our ship here, and what we can see is the wind is going in that direction. Okay, it's going in that direction. Okay, let's make sure we're at full sail there. It's going in that direction, and you notice in behind the ship this area of red. This area of red is, it says that if you're pointed in that direction, you get absolutely no movement from the wind, and in fact you'll go backwards. Okay, and you'll see negative speed. All right, and you see your speed down here. He's doing 8.9 knots. All right, so what you don't want is to point your ship in that direction. That seems pretty obvious, right? But there are times when you're going to have to maneuver and you're going to have to go through this area, and there's ways to do that. Okay, for example, if I was wanting to head in this direction, let's go ahead over here. Okay. Let's say the ship is headed in this direction, and I want to go that way, which is completely against the wind. All right. Well, if I turn my ship completely against the wind, I'm not going to be able to move. I'm going to go backwards. So you do a thing which is known as tacking. Okay, and tacking means that you head in a direction which is not gives you some wind, okay, but not everything against you, where you're able to catch some wind. So I want to go over there. So what I'll do is I'll head in this direction over here, okay, and then I will turn my ship. I'll turn my ship so that I'm going in this direction over here. So I'm going this direction first, and then I will turn my ship and go that way. Okay, so it's a zigzag pattern, like this, like this, like this, like this. And that way you can move this ship to a point over here. Okay, but it's going to be slow and arduous. Okay, that is what tacking is. Okay, but you can do it. Just because you're against the wind doesn't mean you can't get there. It just means it's going to take longer for you to do it. All right. Understanding how the wind affects your ship is probably the basic thing about sailing. All right. Now, another thing to remember is that if the wind, let's move the ship here like this. Okay. All right. So we see our ship. It's pointed in that direction. Okay. And if we follow the arrow, let's move the ship kind of like this. Okay. If we follow the arrow, okay, we can see that we're pretty much almost, not quite, but almost exactly with the wind behind us. Okay, And when the wind is totally behind you, you don't go as fast as your ship can go. And the reason for that is because here's the wind coming behind you. Okay, and you've got this big sail here, okay, which is known as the mainmast, and it's catching all the wind. Oops, sorry. It's catching all the wind, okay, because the wind is coming this way. Because it's catching all the wind, these sails up here aren't going to catch as much because they're being blocked. So what you actually want to do to go as fast as possible is you want to turn like, you know, like about 30 degrees or so to either side of the direction of the wind to go as fast as possible. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and let's see. Let's go like in that direction over there. And let's watch and see what happens with the speed. So off we go. All right, now, this is what I'm saying, okay? This thing here explains all this stuff, okay? The sailing points, it doesn't explain it very well. Armor, if it turns red, it's damaged. Guns, destroyed, they turn red if they're destroyed. Okay, but look at that, right there. How can you play this game and not know what that thing there means? Hull condition, armor condition, sail condition. All right, and then shows inflicted. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Okay, so now notice how my look at my speed. It went up to 10.6, 10.7. See, because okay, let's halt here. Okay, so the wind is going in this direction, and because I'm offset from the wind, okay, all of my sails can catch the wind, and so now I can go really fast. Okay. That's the fastest I'll be able to go, is being a little bit like 30 degrees off of behind, and you know, from directly having the wind directly behind me, about 30 degrees off from the wind. And you can see this here too. Okay, this shows essentially the wind, okay? And this is the direction of the wind. You can see that just simply by looking at that red, okay? That tells you that the wind's coming from that direction. All right? All right, so if you want speed, you gotta angle off. All right? So let's continue with this. So off we go. We're at 10.8 knots now. Let's go double time a little bit. Just pretty good to shoot this guy. Okay, so as he enters, okay, he enters into here, okay? All right, so now we're stopped again. And it's telling us about the ranges and so forth, okay? And it also tells you, one of the things that, you know, tells you the different type of ammunition you have and so forth and so forth. What's really cool about this game is that it also, see this there? It also tells you about how your ship, based on the wind condition, okay, is going to roll. And when you roll, it's going to, if you're rolling, you know, to the left, then the accuracy, you know, the range of your guns is going to be a lot shorter because the ship is actually tipped in that direction, but you can fire further in the other direction, okay? So anyway, okay, and it also tells you how to target and all that. And so pay attention to these things if you're really not sure. I mean, a lot of the stuff is pretty intuitive, but actually managing and sailing your ship is quite another thing, okay? So I'm going in this direction. So what I would expect is that this guy would probably want to turn. You see how his sails? He's probably going to want to turn because, yeah, let's stop here. Okay, because, and let's go over here. Okay. All right, so what we can see here, all right, is that we've got the wind in our back, and he's got the wind in his face. Okay, so he needs, you can never tell by just clicking on him what the wind conditions are for him, but he has the wind in his face. And that is why you see his sails twitching about as he's trying to figure out how to turn to keep in this engagement. Okay. For me, I am at a tactical advantage now because I am upwind from him. So that means I can use this wind and just run around, shoot him from behind, and so forth. Okay. So I come over there. You see there, boom, boom, boom. I can just shoot him, and he's not going nowhere. Okay, because he's in the wrong direction. All right. He's trying. Okay. He's trying to come about. Okay, so that he can shoot me. All right. So let's go over there. Let's go out this way. And yeah, we want to beat up on him somewhat. So we're beating up on this guy. He's faced in a really bad angle. Okay, so halt again. Okay, so you can look at your own ship and you can tell what's going on here. Here is the wind's coming this direction. Okay, it's coming this direction, and look at him. Okay, he's basically in that direction, which means that he is having a real hard time getting wind on his ship. And I think if you go, let's go down here and see if we can tell that. Yes, we can tell that actually by looking at his sails. Okay. Notice how this sail, look at how the sail is folded in. Notice how the sails are folded in there. Okay. Okay, so it actually is showing you the effect of the wind on this guy's sails, because the wind's coming in this direction, and it's actually against his sails. You want the wind behind you for your sails to move you, and here the wind is coming, and it's saying no, you're not going to catch no wind in this direction because it's coming straight in your face. All right, so he's in a really bad position here. Okay, really bad position here. Now, so I have the advantage here. I have a huge advantage on this guy because he can't move, and I can do whatever I want. I can dance around this guy because I have the wind in my favor. Okay, I can go right, try to get behind him. I can come about if I want. The best move here would of course be to go to the right, starboard, okay, with the wind at my back, and try to shoot him in the butt, okay, which is always on these ships, the aft part of the ship is the part with less armor. Okay, that is the less armor. Okay, just like a tank, if you will. Okay, if you can shoot a tank in the butt, he's dead. Okay, same thing goes with a ship. If you can shoot him in the butt, he's dead. So let's just continue here. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to take advantage of this. Okay, he's in a really bad. See his sails? The sails aren't doing nothing here. I mean, he's just having a hard time. Okay. He's having a hard time. All right, he's trying to get into the wind. Okay, but he can't. Okay, so I'm coming this way. Okay, and notice my speed is dropped, and the reason for that is because now I'm in this yellow zone here, and my sails are struggling to catch the wind as well. Okay, so let's see here. So now he's managed to get his ship back into the wind, and now he's going to start increasing his speed. Okay, and I am, if I don't do something, I'm going to be disadvantaged. So what I do is okay, let's halt here. Okay, I need to turn around. Okay, but I do not want to turn around like this. Okay, all right, okay, why not? Because I have to go through this area here, which is a dead zone for the wind. Okay, going through this, it's going to stall me out completely. I want to be always working, if possible, in this green zone. Okay, so that tells me that if I want to come back and attack this guy, engage and keep the engagement, then what I want to do is I want to turn this way. Okay, which puts the wind in the back. Okay, see the wind's coming here. If I go that way, I'm going right into the wind. Bad move. So I want to come this way where I get the wind behind me once again. All right, so off we go. Okay, so I'm turning around, coming around. And as I do that, okay, my speed should start increasing. And there you see, watching down here, it's coming up to 3.4, 6, okay. Now I'm at 7. There we go. And now I'm going fast. Okay, I'm at 10 knots. Okay. And now he's trying to close on me. He's using the wind to close on me. Okay. And I'm going to say nope, 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 nope. I'm going to stay with you. Okay, we're going to sail together here. He's trying to close on me, okay? And every time he does that, he's entering into this area here where he's slowing down. So I go faster, okay? And now, you see, he's slowing down to try to get to behind me. Okay, let's stop again. Once again, let's take a look at his position. Okay, you can see your circle, okay? And you can see that here, it's a yellow area here, basically, okay? And you see his position here. Okay, so he's essentially, he was going this direction, and then he turned this way, okay? And when he does that, he turned into the wind, okay? Which slows his ship down a lot, okay? And that's why I have the advantage on this guy, is because I'm managing to always stay in this green area here, and therefore I'm dictating the battle. All right, I'm dictating the battle. And if we look at this again, okay, what that tells me is if I want to stay engaged with him and keep as fast as possible, which is what you want to do, is that tells me that I need to come to the port. Okay, still in green, off we go. And you immediately see how quickly she turns. And now she's just pouring fire into her, okay? You're just pouring fire into her. Alright. So, here we are. Okay, and now we turn a little bit, keep firing on here, but now she's getting past us here. So, okay, so now what's happening is she's starting to catch the wind. And if I don't do something about it, she's going to get up here and I'm going to be down here and she's going to regain the advantage, okay? So that means I have to turn, okay? And once again, I've got two decisions. I can turn this way, but if I turn and go like that, I'm going to have to pass through this yellow, red, and yellow area here. It's going to slow my speed really, really low. I mean, you can do it, okay, if it's necessary, but before doing that maneuver, you need to have that speed up really, really high, and then take a really sharp turn, okay, so that you pass through this zone, this dead zone, very quickly. Your ship's going to slow down, but if you've got a lot of speed going into this maneuver, you can do it and come out the other direction. The problem with doing that in this situation is that if I do that right now, I'm going to give this guy back the initiative here, because he's got the wind, okay, and then I'm going to slow down and then catch the wind again, and that's going to give him enough time to actually go with the wind and get into a position where now he's got the wind in his favor. So what does that tell you? What do I do? Okay, well, it's obvious. I need to turn into the wind, get a lot of speed behind me. Okay, and okay, I'm gonna stick with you. I'm gonna keep fighting you, but I'm going to maintain my position in front of you. Okay, by using the wind to my advantage. Okay, and I want to stay ahead of you. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's move a little bit more like that and really gain some speed. Now we're up to 9.8. Okay. Okay, and now notice the hold here. Okay, and this guy, he was pointed in this direction, and now he's coming to the right. Okay, and by doing that, he's starting to take himself again into this yellow zone. So he's going to slow down. Okay, he's going to slow down. He's so intent on turning his broadside on me that he's really maneuvering his ship very poorly. Okay, so I say, okay, if you're going to maneuver your ship poorly, I'm just going to take advantage of that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to turn my ship so I can get the fastest that I can and get ahead of you. And see, now look at this. Look at this. He is turning. He just turned right into that yellow area there. He is so intent on trying to get that broadside on me. Okay, and that slows him down. Okay, and me on the other hand, I'm going to keep that wind behind me. Okay, so that I am dictating the battle. Okay, so I come up here, watching my speed, 10.3. You see, you see there? That's my direction is about what? About almost 60 degrees off from the wind. And notice, not only am I hammering him, but slowly but surely I'm getting ahead of him. And because I'm getting ahead of him, it means I'm keeping him in this situation in which I dictate the battle. Okay? Because I've got the wind in my favor. Alright? Keep on going. And you can see he's taken a real beating here. Alright. He was in a good position to get some wind, and now he's turned back on a parallel course. He's trying to keep up with me, trying to keep his broadside to me. But I'm saying, no, man, I'm not gonna give you a chance here. You see there? I'm gonna keep you in my range of fire, but you see his broadside's going over there. He can't shoot me. So I'm dictating the battle. Okay, and I'm just landing blow after blow on him, and now he's turning into the wind. Okay, he's trying to get the wind behind him so that he can close on me. Okay, and I'm saying, okay, well, you want to do that? Doesn't matter because I've got the wind with me, and I'm going to turn now. Okay, and I'm going to keep this advantage. I'm going to keep this advantage. You are not going to get on the other side of me. Okay, you see there? And so once again, I'm able to, you see there, just by sailing well, okay, I'm keeping him from firing on me, and I'm just dictating the battle here. I'm just shredding this guy. All right. Now this is all great. Okay. For standoff fight, and I mean I'm clearly winning. Yeah, look at the. I mean he's getting ready to sink here. Okay, I mean his ship has taken a huge mauling. Okay, on both sides of his armor and on his ship itself. And that's just because I've been able to maintain my position with the wind in my favor. Okay? And I'm just mauling him, mauling him, mauling him. Alright. Now, let's say we want to close with this guy. Let's say, for example, and you see now he's taking on water. Let's say we want to close on this guy. Now it's about time. Okay, we're going to change. Okay, let's halt here. Okay, so now we want to, now you see he's taking on water. Okay, his morale has dropped. That's why it's flashing. He's taking on water, which means, you know, when you look at your crew, okay, it tells you how many guys are in the guns, how many guys are managing your sails, because you're constantly maneuvering your sails, turning those sails, these sails, they're attached with ropes, okay? And if you want to change direction, you have to change the direction of those sails. So the guys down here, if you want to go left, they're pulling like mad so that those sails will turn to catch the wind over like that, So you always got these guys. You have these guys. You have to have guys who are moving the sails and manipulating the sails. Okay. All right. And so that's what these guys are doing here. These 30 here. These 149 guys are on the guns. These guys here, okay, they're working against flooding. Okay, because we're obviously have taken some hits too, so they're working damage control. And these guys are free. All right? These guys are free. Now, he's flooding, which means a lot of these free guys of his are now on this job here. All right? Let's take a look at him. Okay, let's take a look at him. Oops. Okay. Okay, we can see, if you see there, looking at this picture here, you can see that one of the guns is red. Okay, so we've knocked out one of his guns. He's taken a lot of fire. Okay, and he's still pretty stable in the water, but he's taking on water. But he is taking on water, okay. And the ship will go lower and lower and lower into the water, of course, as the more you cause him damage. So now we're going to want to, let's try to board this guy, okay? Now, to board this guy, okay, what does that mean? Okay, I mean, I just can't turn and face towards him, okay? Because if I do that, you see, I'm going to end up with the wind behind me, and I'm going to slow down a whole lot. So what I need to do is I need to first try to get in front of him as much as possible. Okay, so let's continue with that. And we're going to try to get ahead of this guy as much as possible so that we can close on him. But you see, he sees what's coming here, okay? I'm going to change to, we'll just, okay? He sees what's coming. Okay? Come on. Come on. Okay. And now he just changed. Now he's going really slow, okay? So now we're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to start closing in. Even though our speed is slowing, his is really going to be slow. Okay? Okay. And he's now entered into the dead zone. He's going to be slow in the water. Okay, and what this is telling me is I'm coming over here. It's a zigzag course. I'm headed for him. Okay, but there's going to come a point where what I want to do is I want to tack to the left to close on him, okay? To get through this red point here. Okay, helps if you can get past him, so that not only do you come back into the yellow zone, you can also come back into the green zone there. So now I'm going to tack over towards him. Okay, going through that red zone, and you see my speed. It's going down a lot. Okay. But I'm going to come out of it. Look how I come out of this, okay? So now I'm back in the green zone again. Let's go to grape shot. Okay, and now this guy is really, really vulnerable for me to go in there. I went through the red zone, but I did it by tacking. Okay, click on him. Okay, unfortunately, I killed him. Okay, but I think you see what I was. Yeah, hold on for a second. Hold on for 1 second here. Okay, so, but I think you can see what was about to happen here. Okay, I don't know if I can continue. All right, but so now I'm able to come right into this guy. I can't do it anymore. And then as I come into the guy, then I'll change my and then, you know, I'm closed in on them like this and halt. Okay, and I would have been able to have boarded him. All right. So there are times when you can go through this area, but it has to be very swift. You have to be having a good head of steam to do that. So I've got all these guys out here. So again, let's just drive around a little bit here, since it appears that it's going to. I was supposed to capture her, so I've actually failed in my mission. But I don't really care about that. What I care about is, and what the purpose of this tutorial is understanding how you maneuver that ship to get the best out of it. Okay? And once again, if I need to come over there, I need to get my speed up really fast. Okay? If I need to come over here, I need to have my speed going really good. You know, keep your speed up. Okay, and now you see, if I want to keep firing on those guys, I just keep coming down this way. I don't want to enter into that area, or I just turn like that, or I continue like that. Okay, but you can see here, I'm in the green zone, I'm in the yellow zone there. Get my speed up. Okay, get my speed up. And now if I need to make that turn, now I make that turn with my speed up, and it's just a really hard turn through that dead zone area. See, look, you see there, speed's dropping down, 0, -1. Okay, so I mean, this is a maneuver you don't want to do very often, only when it's absolutely necessary. And if you can keep your ship, okay, with the wind behind you and him downwind, okay, you are completely at an advantage. Okay, so that's my quick sailing tutorial. It's not really difficult, actually. It's kind of fun. Hope you enjoyed it, and I think most folks who play naval games understand how you do that. I am not a naval gamer, okay? This is like my first game that I play with, you know, except for maybe World of Warships, and there the wind doesn't make any difference. Okay, so this is my first sailing game, and but if you understand the sea and the wind and how it affects your sails, then it just makes your life a lot easier in playing this game. Being able to get your ships into a point of where they have the advantage, and you can do the maneuvering to keep it in that that situation. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, I'll see you later.